second down from the 16. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Here they come facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Daly. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. You can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
He wants to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Give to the single back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things, my defense.
He's going for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking to buy time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Arizona. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Arizona 14, Arkansas 7.
The Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking downfield, it's Daly. He looks that one in nicely. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, You better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll try to pound their way in. He will be stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt as they were trying to take the lead.
The score, Arizona 14, Arkansas.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He fires it out to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
To throw, it's Daly. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead.
That makes the score Arizona 21, Arkansas 13.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
81 set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously,
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field and boot this one away. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lining up.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Daly. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Hunter.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it with a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. They made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
They're strong, and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Twist his way through. And he's able to bounce off one. Solid pickup.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Get set! Get set! Cobra! Let's go! Here we go! Let's go! Reset! Jackrabbit! 691! Gator Spar! Cricket! Ringo! Ringo! Ready! Here we go! Flare! Flare! Ready! Pound 55! Here we go! Slab! Spider! Here we go! Igloo! 29 Philly!
The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. The give out of the gun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Razorbacks get enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier fourth down. They'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll throw it on first down. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but
All kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The sure hands, it's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign posted. First and goal and a chance for the first touchdown of the game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Buying some time. Fires to the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Power football with the run. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. They'll try to pick up the first. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Looking to pass. It's Daly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cephas. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
They're going to throw it again. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their
Hey,
look.
yo,
They're
Miami.
third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And it took until the 2nd half, but we finally get one of the zeros off the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. send that offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play...
And it's picked off for the third time today.
The first down throw, intercepted by Colorado. And they'll take over first and 10.
The Buffaloes hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws into the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run, and it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way.
Oh, boy.
And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
There she is. Time to take back what's mine. Definitely rattled the pig pen. I guess we took it a little too far. Whoa. Didn't expect the whole city to get locked down. Got something that can even the odds. Catch this. Oh, look at that. Teamwork making the dream work. As if this could ever hold her. Take what you want, but bring her to me. Then I'll have your ticket out of here. But you're not the only one trying to get my attention. Sugar plum. See how it is?